side of the folder. Alberta. Whatsoever things are true. A promise made here at the University of Alberta over 100 years ago. Today we are gathered to celebrate this commitment to ourselves and to our community. We celebrate with all those who leave here today with their degrees. May you continue to seek truth. May you continue to serve in our global home. May you continue to grow in wisdom and understanding. And may you continue to uphold the university's values of integrity, freedom, and equality and dignity of all persons to create a community filled with promise for the future and goodwill toward all. Please be seated. Welcome to the University of Alberta. My name is Doug Stollery, and I have the privilege of serving as Chancellor of this university and conferring all of your degrees today. The University of Alberta acknowledges that we are located on Treaty 6 territory and respects the histories, languages, and cultures of First Nations, Métis, Inuit, and all First Peoples of Canada, whose presence continues to enrich our vibrant community. On behalf of the entire university community, I'm delighted to welcome you to this convocation. Graduands, we are very pleased that so many of your friends and family members could join us to celebrate your degrees. As you participate in today's ceremony, you are walking in the footsteps of many generations of scholars. Today's formal opening procession to the stage, led by our Chief Marshal and the University Mace, originates in the procession of the Guild of Teachers. Such guilds in past centuries were dedicated to the pursuit of knowledge. Individuals moved from apprentice to master to teacher, assuming increasing responsibilities for learning and leadership in society. The many different academic gowns, hoods, and caps here on stage today reflect centuries of university tradition. As Chancellor, I wear our University of Alberta colors of green and gold. The different colors of your own faculty hoods signify to everyone here and to our society the degree that you have earned. Your caps, or Oxford-style mortarboards, may be considered a symbol of the scholar's independence and freedom. Today, we are all here to celebrate your freedom and to recognize your new leadership roles in our community. We will hear from the Chair of our Board of Governors, a member of the Legislative Assembly, and our University President. We will also hear from Dr. David Naylor, who has accepted an invitation to receive an Honorary Doctorate of Science, our university's highest honor. An honorary degree recognizes inspiring role models and leaders, celebrating extraordinary achievements or remarkable service to our society. Following the presentation of the honorary degree, we will begin the recognition of your degrees. One of our deans will present you on behalf of the faculties, and our president will guide you through your pledge to pursue the encouragement of learning and the public good. It will then be my great honor to admit you to your degrees and confer upon you all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities that come with being a university graduate. Then it will be your turn up here with us. Each of you will cross the stage as your name is called. For everyone here, that will be the most important part of our ceremony. Your degree will be conferred as I congratulate you and we meet each other on stage. So a word of advice, because that's when you get your degree, it's a good idea to stop and greet the Chancellor. That moment will bind you and the University of Alberta together for all time. Joining the celebration at the center of the stage with me today is our President, Dr. David Turpin, and the Chair of our Board of Governors, Mr. Michael Fair. Distinguished guests on the convocation stage also include a number of community leaders and members of our Academy. I'm very pleased that deans and professors from our faculties of Graduate Studies and Research, Medicine and Dentistry, and Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences are here to congratulate each graduate as you cross the stage. we're all here to welcome you to our University of Alberta alumni family. I hope you enjoy the day. I'd like to start by inviting greetings from the Chair of our University Board of Governors, Mr. Michael Fair.
Eminent Chancellor, Mr. Douglas Stollery, President, Dr. David Turpin, distinguished guests, graduates, families, and friends. I am pleased to be here today on behalf of the Board of Governors to bring to each of you the Board's greetings and congratulations. Today is a day of celebration when the entire university community, along with your families and friends, gathers to celebrate you, the graduating class of 2018. You have achieved a level of excellence that will be forever recognized in your university degree, a University of Alberta degree. Over the years, thousands like you in the class of 2018 have left the university to take their place in our ever-changing world in Edmonton, Alberta, and beyond. Along with the university's academic and administrative community, the Board of Governors is committed to excellence in the teaching and research that has supported you and the many who will follow in your footsteps. Collectively and cooperatively, you will be the generation that moves us forward in the arts, in the economy, in knowledge and discovery, and in the pursuit of the public good. Your degree is not only a sign of your achievement at the University of Alberta, but it is also a fulfillment of the trust and promise of your family and friends that you are the kind of citizen who shares your knowledge, understanding, and thoughtfulness. As an individual with skills that are the foundations of a civil society, competent, giving, ethical, and engaged in the challenges and opportunities of today and tomorrow. Congratulations to you, your family, friends, and supporters. Be proud, savor your success, enjoy today, and we wish you the very best for the future. It is now my pleasure to introduce Ms. Jessica Littlewood, MLA for Fort Saskatchewan-Vegreville.
Good morning, everyone. It's a good thing that all of my years of church training kick in today, because I see with Board Chair Michael Fair that I am on, as a matter of fact, on the television. And so it's a good reminder. Thank you for letting me know that if I'm on the television, be very careful what you are doing. And so it's my absolute privilege to be joining you here today. And I know that if I have a medical problem, there will be a doctor in the house. But seriously, thank you so much, Eminent Chancellor Doug Stollery, President David Turpin, Board Chair Michael Fair, and members of the Platform Party, but especially the faculty, the staff, the graduates, family, and friends that have joined us here today. It's my absolute pleasure to bring greetings from Premier Rachel Notley and the Minister of Advanced Education, the Honorable Marlon Schmidt. And thank you for inviting me to join you here on your special occasion. And I just want to acknowledge that we are on Treaty 6 territory, and that without that treaty agreement, we wouldn't have the university on the land that we do. And so thank you. Our University of Alberta has a world-class reputation for supporting research in the public and private sector and supporting students as you develop your talents and become change makers that face the challenges of the world and look to tackle the issues and challenges that we face today and will face tomorrow. And so I know that today I'm surrounded by ambition and drive, the drive to succeed, you as the class of 2018. And so congratulations, you have reached, of course, a significant milestone in your life, and you join a long line of graduates whose achievements and contributions have lifted the profile of our University of Alberta, our province, and our country to new heights. As you know, this fine faculty has celebrated 100 years of developing minds and the hands that help our publicly funded health system, the hands that we depend upon. 100 years of exceptional and groundbreaking research, including in health solutions. I'm also the Parliamentary Secretary for Economic Development and Trade, and so you might know that better as the health solutions research funding and research that, of course, is leading edge. And it helps address many of our health challenges, including multiple sclerosis, women's health. And so these challenges that you take on, this is how you will continue to shape the world. So your pursuit to be catalysts of positive change is part of everything that you do here. And that is clear with the new agreement that I have been talking to Dr. Bob Turner about. And it's the agreement that will see continued development of the Academic Alternative Revenue Program, and also a commitment to help support education, clinical research, and community involvement. And so I want to thank you as doctors of being part of the process of protecting Alberta's post-secondary education and your agreement with our province and our health minister, because it means that we can keep funding whole during the worst economic time in our province and continue to graduate amazing individuals like yourselves, people who are deeply committed to ensuring that our physicians, our nurses, our dentists, our dental hygienists of the future have the resources, and of course, to support the critical work that you do. And so as you continue to make a difference in the lives of people of Alberta and Canada and really around the world, you deserve to be supported by a government that believes in doing its part for healthcare. And so right now, as a matter of fact, we have one MLA and one minister who have been diagnosed with cancer, but they are facing that challenge head on, and they have a positive outlook because of the work and the research and the passion and dedication that comes from you and our university. And so I want to thank you because we share a desire to make the world around us better, to really make the lives of people that we don't even know better. And so thank you very much for taking on that challenge, and congratulations on your convocation. Have a wonderful day.
It's now my pleasure to invite Dr. David Turpin, the President of the University of Alberta, to address convocation.
Eminent Chancellor, distinguished guests, members of the Academy, staff, family, friends, and especially you, our graduates, congratulations and well done. Today we mark a significant milestone in your lives, the granting of a degree that took years of hard work and dedication. Moments like these are relatively rare in life, and I hope that you will enjoy today and take pride in all that you have accomplished. Convocation is the University of Alberta's most important ceremony, one that is shaped by tradition and symbolism. In this ceremony, we issue your degree and grant you your independence from the university and welcome you into a lifelong, worldwide community of more than 280,000 U of A alumni. Today, we both liberate you and remind you of the enduring connection you now have with the U of A. It's that tension between independence and community that I want to talk about today. A few years ago, we first welcomed you into the University of Alberta. Ours is a big, diverse, and at times fractious community. In fact, it would be more accurate to say the U of A is a collection of communities made up of many individuals, groups of people, disciplines, and perspectives that all coexist under one name, each with a corner of campus that they can call their own. Yet, we are one community, one that builds bridges and creates communal spaces where we come together to debate our differences and to discover our commonalities. These bridges are both physical and metaphorical. Pedways that link law to fine arts, humanities to business, health sciences to education, and engineering to AILS. Buses that link North Campus to Campus Saint-Jean. The LRT that links North Campus to Enterprise Square and South Campus. And highways 14 and 21 linking our Edmonton campuses to Augustana. But at our heart, we find places that belong to no one group, but instead to all of us at once. libraries, cafeterias, sub, hub, athletic facilities, and the quad. In these shared spaces, we come together with a common purpose. That is to pursue knowledge, generate original ideas, and discover new truths. So fundamental is this mission to our community that the U of A's motto is Que Cum Cavera, or whatsoever things are true. Pursuing whatsoever things are true is a high ideal, but you and I both know that the discovery and learning of new knowledge is a messy, sometimes rough endeavor. And although on the one hand, the pursuit of knowledge is highly individualistic, on the other hand, new knowledge can only be tested and refined when we cross the metaphorical pedway and see what others think. Before you can arrive somewhere truly new, there's got to be argument and debate, controversy and failure. You can work very hard to solve the problem, prove your thesis or make your case, but eventually you have to bring it into community. And there you may find that someone else has an idea or argument that challenges your own. I hope that during your years here that you have often been confronted with ideas that have troubled you, even shocked your sense of the true and the right, and maybe even infuriated you. Because it is in these moments that you have learned how to do the hard work of stepping outside of yourself to uncover your own biases and assumptions, and you've examined how they affect your perspective on the problem. Sometimes, and this can be tough, you have had to admit that you were wrong, that the evidence doesn't support what you thought was true, and maybe you needed to change your position. At the same time, I also hope that you've had the experience of knowing when you've developed an idea that is worth defending because you've found the evidence and argument to do so. There's been a constant debate in society about the role of a university education. Some people argue its primary goal should be to prepare you for independence, for your own personal career success. Others contend that the primary goal should be to prepare you for citizenship and service to your community. These diverging views of the university have been with us for at least 200 years. Still, universities endure, and university graduates continue to bring enormous value to their communities, both as individuals and citizens. So, how can you best serve your community? Paradoxically, by prizing and protecting your capacity to think for yourself, and respecting and protecting the right of others to do the same. And how can universities best serve society? By prizing and protecting their autonomy and independence, so that we can continue to give people like you the space and support you need to think independently without fear of external control or reprisal. To do otherwise would put a constraint on the imagination that would slow the speed of change and innovation, if not suppress it altogether. You, our students and graduates, would learn that conformity, rather than creativity and innovation, is the goal of learning and education. Instead, we need you to be independent thinkers. We need you to question conventional wisdom, challenge the status quo, and propose alternative futures. Why? Because major technological, economic, environmental, social, and cultural shifts lie ahead. Alberta, Canada, and the world need your leadership. We need your generation to shake us out of our complacency and sense of what's right. We need a new objectivity to move us forward. So be brave, be courageous, and take risks. Continually devote yourself to seeking and learning. Strive to create new ideas, and don't fear testing them and debating them in your communities. We have confidence in you. We look back on what generations of U of A alumni have accomplished, and we know that you, like them, will take on the challenge. You, too, will become the future thinkers, creators, and builders of vibrant, diverse, and prosperous communities. So thank you for all that you will do. Congratulations to each and every one of you, and we look forward with great anticipation to all of your future accomplishments. Congratulations and thank you.
Knowledge shall not be the concern of scholars alone. The uplifting of the whole people shall be its final goal.
They inspire us all with their brilliance, creative force, and fervent desire to make the world a better place.
I accept in the name of our poor people.
Dream your dreams. It is possible to have a new kind of world.
Those who receive an honorary degree from the University of Alberta set the highest standards of dedication and excellence for students and for society at large.
It is a good day to be you.
Remember who you are. Remember where you come from.
And while their backgrounds and fields of endeavor vary widely, all are exceptional.
Maybe it's best if I just speak from the heart.
I will remember you. Will you remember me?
We face today a clash of ignorances.
You are who make the history. You are who create the future.
U of A honorary degree recipients embody the university's vision to inspire the human spirit through outstanding achievements in learning, discovery, and citizenship in a creative community.
Your generation will be called upon to balance what is now moving quickly to a tipping point.
I think we are now in the threshold of a new beginning.
It is a spirit that is building one of the world's great universities for the public good.
It is your attitude that will sustain you. It is not what happens to you, it is what you do with it.
Go out and not simply change the world, go out and save the world. That is what I would seek you to do.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate of the University of Alberta, it is my privilege to introduce Christopher David Naylor for the honorary degree of Doctor of Science, our institution's highest honor. Healthcare and post-secondary education, two staples of Canadian society, would not be the same today without David Naylor's dedication, advocacy, and leadership. David Naylor completed his MD at the University of Toronto, earning himself a prestigious Rhodes Scholarship. At Oxford, he received a DPhil in Social and Administrative Studies and completed a specialization in internal medicine at Western University before joining the Department of Medicine at his alma mater. He went on to become Dean of Medicine and eventually President of the University of Toronto, one of the world's leading institutions. Over his decorated academic career, David Naylor has co-authored close to 300 scholarly publications on social history, public policy, epidemiology, and health economics. Prior to entering university administration, he was the founding director of the Clinical Epidemiology Research Program at Sunnybrook Health Sciences Centre in Toronto. He was also founding CEO of the Institute of Clinical Evaluative Sciences, now Canada's largest independent network of healthcare researchers. Perhaps his most significant work has occurred in public policy and public administration and public health. He was the inaugural governor of the Canadian Institutes of Health Research, our federal research investment agency. Following the 2003 SARS outbreak, he chaired Canada's National Review of Public Health. His report spurred the creation of the Public Health Agency of Canada, the appointment of Canada's first Chief Public Health Officer, and major investments in public health across Canada. More recently, he chaired the Federal Advisory Panel on Healthcare Innovation, as well as the federal government's Fundamental Science Review, which has resulted in one of the largest investments in fundamental research in our nation's history. David Naylor's remarkable achievements have been widely recognized. He is an inductee of the Canadian Medical Hall of Fame, a Fellow of the Royal Society of Canada and the Canadian Academy of Health Sciences, an international member of the U.S. National Academy of Medicine, and an officer of the Order of Canada. Today, we recognize his nationwide impact on medical education, health research, public health policy, and the healthcare system. We honor him as a champion of post-secondary education and research. Indeed, Canada's universities have benefited greatly from his advocacy and leadership. And we celebrate his profound contributions to the health and well-being of all Canadians. Eminent Chancellor, with great pride and respect, I present Christopher David Naylor.
Christopher David Naylor, in recognition of outstanding contributions to post-secondary leadership, healthcare innovation, and public health policy, I desire to confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Science, and to express the hope that we shall continue to be enriched by your wise counsel for many years to come. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Eminent Chancellor, President Turpin, Chair of the Board of Governors, and members of the Senate, thank you very much for inviting me to graduate with these outstanding students from the Faculty of Medicine and Dentistry and the Faculty of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences at the University of Alberta. Both faculties have remarkable histories and international reputations, as does this outstanding university of which they are such important constituents. I'm therefore humbled to be here and to share the platform with you and with many distinguished academic leaders and colleagues and community leaders, not least the deans of these two outstanding faculties. For the graduating classes, those who, unlike me, really earned their degrees, may I say what a privilege it is for me to be here with each of you and your family members, friends, fans, and supporters. We know that earning a degree from a great university is both a solo sport and a team sport. A solo sport involving hard work and sacrifice, but also one that involves support from so many. And I'm sure that you are holding in your thoughts today your gratitude to all those who helped to bring you to this very special day and this milestone event. I know that many of today's graduates are completing their second or third degree. They're veterans of previous convocations, and so am I. About 153 at the last count, but in 99% of them, I was not on the receiving end, so I'm very grateful today. But I can tell you that no matter how many convocations one attends, there are always uplifting events, because you, the graduands, are the embodiment of the future and a tremendous source of optimism for all of us about how that future will unfold. Given the composition of today's graduating classes, what I'd like to do this morning is very briefly reflect on health research and healthcare. And along the way, I'm going to make one small request, not so difficult for those of you who will be engaged primarily in research, a little harder for the rest of you. And let me provide a backstory. Tomorrow in Toronto, I'll be attending a reunion of the MD class of 1978, 40 years ago. Not a lot of runway left for my generation. And you'll find lots of old curmudgeons from my generation who will tell you how great things were. They grumble about millennials. And I sometimes say they think they live by a perverse motto that runs like this: the older we get, the better we were. I have a very different view. Around the time I finished medical school, a brilliant American physician scientist named Lewis Thomas published a remarkable essay that caused a lot of waves. Because in it, Dr. Thomas tracked the progress and impact of science and technology on clinical care and public health. It was a sobering assessment. He argued that for the vast majority of diseases, the available interventions were far from definitive. And he characterized these measures as halfway technologies, often expensive, sometimes risky, and in many cases, not particularly effective. He urged not only critical assessment of those halfway technologies, but societal patience and ongoing investment in basic and applied science that would change our knowledge base and enable real breakthroughs. Well, health research has been ongoing, and research has indeed made a difference over the past 40 years. It has positively affected every health discipline, and there are many of them, every health discipline represented in this auditorium today. So you can ignore the curmudgeons. Every one of you is meaningfully better equipped than was the case for graduates in your field 40 years ago. That said, in some ways I have to confess that we are still in an era of poking, prodding, plumbing, and palliation. Let me give you a simple example. In 1977, we had a range of unpleasant and rather ineffective drugs to treat inflammatory forms of arthritis, the most prominent of which is rheumatoid arthritis. The treatment was sometimes worse than the disease. And now, thanks to decades of medical research in different areas that converged unexpectedly, unpredictably, we have monoclonal antibodies that are remarkably effective at relieving symptoms and arresting joint destruction in those conditions. Truly transformative. But I'd bet, however, that a lot of people on the platform, because it is age-related, have daily symptoms of osteoarthritis, by far the commonest form of joint disease, and where, frankly, very little progress in treatment has been made since I graduated. We still wait until joints wear out, and then we do carpentry to replace them with bad imitations of what nature gave us. In fact, we're one to review most medical and dental challenges and the practices of most health professions and disciplines, including those in the hall. I believe the results would be similarly mixed. You're fortunate. Your generation is brilliantly positioned to capitalize on the transformative changes in our understanding of health and disease that now appear very likely to occur in the next 20 years because of the convergence of health and data science. Our country, Canada, has all the talent needed to be a leader in this period of accelerating change. But if we do not contribute meaningfully, it will be much harder for our nation to capitalize on those advances as they take place in many other nations, and much harder for you to use them in your daily lives. So here's my only request. Please remember that research made you better than your counterparts from my generation. And whatever your discipline, whatever your practice setting, whether you're in research or not, please be vocal champions for highly basic and apparently irrelevant research as well as applied research, for research ranging from molecules to populations and back again. Be champions for research for the rest of your lives. Let me close simply by telling you how excited I am for all of you. The health field will always matter, and working in it will always be meaningful and rewarding. I believe you will be working in a golden era of major progress in humanity's ongoing efforts to make life longer and healthier for our species. In that respect, fellow graduates, along with a very fine education and today's degree from a great university, you have the most precious gift of all, the gift of time, with boundless possibilities to make a positive difference as your careers unfold in the decades ahead. Congratulations and best wishes for great happiness and every success. And again, thank you for letting me share your special day.
Dr. Naylor, thank you for sharing with us your wisdom from your remarkable career, your thoughts about the importance of research, and the amazing opportunities that are available for our graduates. To commemorate this honorary degree, we would now ask that you sign our University Honor Roll. And that makes it official. You are now a member of the University of Alberta Class of 2018. Welcome to the family. I love the comment about being towards the end of the runway. I hadn't thought of my life in that way, but anyway. And now, graduates, it's your turn. As the name of each graduate is called to cross the stage, I will formally admit you to your degrees, and we will have an opportunity to congratulate you. On your journey across the stage, you will also walk past the University of Alberta ceremonial mace. Centuries ago, the mace was a symbol of authority over life and death. Today, this mace represents the life-changing power of knowledge and the importance of our university and our graduates in the community. I look forward to meeting you here on stage.
Candidates for all degrees will please rise and follow on page 5 of the Convocation program. On that page, you will notice you have a spoken response, so please follow carefully. Eminent Chancellor and President, on behalf of the faculties, I present to you these scholars and ask that they be pledged and admitted to the degrees to which they are entitled.
Do you promise faithfully to observe and loyally to maintain the statutes, customs, privileges, and liberties of this, your university? Do you solemnly promise to conduct yourself in all things loyally and faithfully to the honor of your university, the encouragement of learning, and the good of your country?
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the legislature of this province and with the consent of this university, I admit you to the degrees to which you are entitled and invest you with all the powers, rights, and privileges pertaining to such degrees. I charge you to use them for the uplifting of the whole people, to inspire the human spirit, to serve your community for the public good, and to pursue more steadfastly whatsoever things are true. Please be seated.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of Professor Richard Fedorak and Professor Heather Zwicker, I present the following graduates for degrees in the Faculty of Medicine and Dentistry and the Faculty of Graduate Studies and Research. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Adam Stewart Kinnaird.
Dr. Adam Kinnaird is the recipient of the Governor General's Gold Medal awarded at the Spring 2018 Convocation by the Faculty of Graduate Studies and Research. This medal is presented on behalf of the Governor General of Canada, Her Excellency the Right Honourable Julie Payette. Established in 1873, the Governor General's Gold Medal is one of the most prestigious awards that can be achieved by a student in a Canadian educational institution for exceptional academic achievement. Dr. Kinnaird's hometown is here in Edmonton. He holds an honors Bachelor of Science degree in physiology and a Doctor of Medicine degree with special training in research, both from the U of A. Today, he receives his Doctor of Philosophy degree in medicine. Dr. Kinnaird's thesis is titled Metabolic Reprogramming and Epigenetic Regulation in Renal Cell Carcinoma. His research focuses on the interplay between cellular metabolism and the regulation of DNA in cancer cells. Specifically, he is focused on normalizing dysfunctional mitochondrial metabolism as a therapeutic target in cancer. His thesis has resulted in publications in high-impact journals such as Cell, Nature Reviews Cancer, Science Translational Medicine, and the top-ranked urology journal, European Urology. While registered as a medical student, he played for the University of Alberta Golden Bears men's ice hockey team, winning 2 national championships in 2006 and again in 2008. Dr. Kinnaird was the recipient of several prestigious awards at the university, including the Vanier Canada Graduate Scholarship, the University of Alberta President's Doctoral Prize of Distinction, and the Frank Squires Scholarship in Urological Research. Dr. Kinnaird will continue his work by undertaking a fellowship in imaging, targeted biopsy, and focal therapy of prostate cancer at the University of California, Los Angeles, once he has completed his residency in 2019. Dr. Kinnaird, please accept our hearty congratulations.
Emily Catherine Herman. Michael Ryan Laffin. Rotem Lavi. Rohit Lodi. Michelle Pollock. Ping Ping Wee. Ron Way. Eminent Chancellor for the degree of Master of Science, Abdul Rahman Fahad Al-Nazi. Nikki Dinatrova Atalasova, with apologies to all of Russia. Thomas Stephen Fleming. Jennifer Eve Gilba. Brittany Victoria Hope. Samantha Ann Lear. Allison Teresa Smith. Wilson Tatt. Jacqueline Van Melson. Esther Yang. Alexander Zelyak. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of Professor Richard Fedorak, I present the following graduates for degrees in the Faculty of Medicine and Dentistry. Eminent Chancellor for the degree of Doctor of Medicine, recipient of the Mosher Memorial Gold Medal, the Dr. F. Lloyd Roberts Scholarship, Jo Ul.
Joe is this year's recipient of the Mosher Memorial Gold Medal, awarded by the Faculty of Medicine and Dentistry for outstanding merit in all studies of medicine. This award was endowed by the Voluntary Overseas Medical Officers Association of Edmonton in memory of the late Lieutenant Colonel Herbert Mosher. In 1914, Dr. Mosher joined the Faculty of Medicine as professor and the first head of the Department of Physiology. After joining the military, Mosher became commanding officer of the 11th Canadian Field Ambulance Battalion, part of the Canadian Army Medical Corps. Mosher was killed in action in France in 1918 at the age of 29 while on leave from the University of Alberta. Joe's dedication to academia has earned him countless awards, including the Louise McKinney Post-Secondary Scholarship, an impressive 5 times. He has also successfully co-authored a number of research publications. Joe has demonstrated his commitment to leadership, volunteering as chief medical student at the Grey Nuns Community Hospital. Upon completion of his residency, Joe hopes to secure a job in an academic hospital where he can have a strong role in medical education. Joe, congratulations.
Helya Aghazadeh. Recipient of the Rose Bogarch Prize in Ophthalmology, Scott Hal Anderson. Recipient of the A.E. Bowie Scholarship in Medicine, Colin George Andrews. Colin Edward Archer. Meredith Jean Barra. Jacob Edward Barron. Diana Bach. Joelle Don Baskerville. Braden Kent Beaumont. Brent Oswaldo Benavides. Recipient of the Isaac and Leah Weinloss Prize in Surgery, Courtney Victoria Boyer. Rebecca Joy Brassington. Andrew David Robert Broad. Stephanie Charles. Recipient of an E.W. Cooter Memorial Prize in Surgery, Lucilla Rose Chen. Carmen Danielle Tronell. Brandon Lee Christensen. Recipient of the J. Ross Vant Prize in Obstetrics, Jeremy Hayden Christensen. Nathan Ying Po Chu. Natalie Chow Wenya Chua. Kimberly Erin Connors. Recipient of an E.W. Cooter Memorial Prize in Surgery, Megan Elizabeth Cook. Mackenzie Crawford. Recipient of the Dr. S.S. Spener Prize in Psychiatry, Quinn Daviduck. Juliana Marie Deutscher. Brittany Ray Dever. Chad Bruce Diedrichs. Alexandra Sarah Dohanik. Jaden Tyler Dick. Graham Robert Elliott. Justin Murray Elliott. Allison Michaela Ferrin. Sharon Feng with special training in research. Ici Marc-André Albert Fillon. Sarah Alicia Freilich with special training in research. Moses Ernest Fung with special training in research. Arjun Singh Guman. Recipient of a W. Downs Prize in Physiology, Ishrat Gill with special training in research. Torian Kale Guinaud. Yuan Gore. Alexandra Rose Gustafson. Justine Jennifer Hames. Recipient of the A.E. Bowie Scholarship in Medicine, Amr Faisal Hamour. Sarah Hanafi. Michelle Ann Hanbidge. Corey Joy Hanford. Amanda Lynn Randolph. Alexander Robert Hopkins. Ellen Jessie Hosford. Recipient of the Dr. Michael C. Kolpilal Prize in Neuropsychiatry, Megan Dawn Howlett. Catherine Ann Impey, Murray McCharles Jacobson, Basil Jed Kadora, Gillian Nicole Carpishin, Justin Singh Kun Kun, Katie Jessica Ann Kinistruk with special training in research, Bailey Kumishki, Curtis Owen LaRue, Callum Andrew Lavoy, Jonathan Magnus Casolato Lee, Kevin Kang De Lee, Hoken James Lennis, Amy Lung, Teresa Yibo Lee, Brandon Liu, Jessica Jing Lee Luke with special training in research, Rebecca Ann Lysay, David Liu Ma, Kelly Yi Ke Ma, Duncan John McIver, Darren Allen Ma, Reed McKibben, Megan Ann McClavish, Corey Hendrick Mewissa, recipient of the John James Auer Medal and Scholarship in Pathology, Daniel Marie Meunier. Kasim Navid Mian with special training in research. Recipient of the E.L. Pope Memorial Award in Medicine, Stephen Graham Miazga. Troy Anthony Mitchell. Brendan Elvis Morgan. Jennifer Ming Shut Ing. Taylor George Nickel. Alexandra Margaret Hisa Okihiro. Amojat Kaur Pada. Kanwar Gulshar Singh Panu. Barbara Joan Pedrich. Stephanie Joy Penner. Micah James Peters. Vishal Puri. Kieran Creighton Purich. Brendan Nicholas Bridge Putko. Tanis Beth Quaif. Christina Kimberly May Kwan. Mohammed Saeed Qureshi. Abdul Rehman Rahim. Recipient of an E.W. Cuter Memorial Prize in Surgery, Brock Randolph. Savita Rani. Receiving an MD and MBA, William Donald Reagan. Supraja Rengan. Parmia Riaz. Jillian Camille Rogers. Benjamin David Roth. Azin Ruhi. Alina Carly Rumley. Eniola Salami. I'm sorry, Emma. Aryan Samimi. Jaskiran Kaur Sanda with special training in research. Michael Paul Schlegelmilk with special training in research. Mihai Ovidiu Svaranciog. Haley Shah. Recipient of the Douglas Leach Medal in Pediatrics, Larissa Marie Shapka. Samina Louise Sherman. Dia Shi. Betia Jean Shute. Adam Chenbor Sinclair. Navit Sohi with special training in research. Recipient of the Francis Norman Follis Memorial Award in Medicine, Laura Christine Sung. Ian Gordon Stefanak. John Adrian Stimpson. Catherine Elizabeth Stone. Silken Alexandra Stone. Joel Christopher Stroutman. Warren Yuk Lun Sun. Oricia Sviston with special training in research. Chase Christopher Thompson. Recipient of the Mewburn Memorial Prize in Surgery, Anne Thuk An Tran. Drayton Everett Trumbull. Calvin Tseng. Nathaniel Reed Turner. Jess William Allen Vallot. Lindsay Carolyn Vanderwind. Samarth Varshney. Recipient of the Dr. H.H. Hepburn Memorial Scholarship in Surgery, Albert Vu. Harris Wang with special training in research. Jeffrey Tsufu Wang. Melissa Mao Jen Wang. Thank you. Junjua Rachel Wang. Wyatt Sterling Warawa. James Adrian Welke. Recipient of the Conn Memorial Medal in Obstetrics and Gynecology, Anna Bridget Whalen Brown. Stephanie Ruth Wickersham Napier. Kevin Michael Anthony Wilson. Recipient of the Rajkumari Singh Memorial Achievement Award, Jeremy Zhen Yu Wu. Zihao James Shu with special training in research. Jayun Jane Yang.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of Professor Richard Fedorak and Professor Paul Major, I present the following graduates for the degree of Doctor of Dental Surgery. Receiving the Alberta Premier's Silver Medal, the Alberta Dental Association and College Gold Medal, the Dr. G.H. Gibb Memorial Prize, Ryan Joseph McCoy.
Ryan McCoy is this year's recipient of the Alberta Premier's Silver Medal, one of the University of Alberta's most prestigious academic awards given to the undergraduate student who achieves the highest academic standing throughout their degree. Ryan is also the recipient of the Alberta Dental Association and College Gold Medal. The medal is awarded to a graduating student for outstanding merit in their final year of the dentistry program. It is donated by the Alberta Dental Association to recognize excellence in dentistry. Ryan has excelled throughout his academic career, graduating today with distinction and countless awards and scholarships, including the American Association of Orthodontists Award. He has also been actively involved in the University of Alberta campus and surrounding community, dedicating hours to various organizations such as the U of A Hospital Emergency Dental Clinic and the Shine Dental Clinic. Ryan is excited to begin the general practice residency program at the U of A, and after completion, he plans to pursue a career in oral and facial surgery. Congratulations, Ryan.
Fawad Mohammed Ahmed. Rahul Bola. Andrew Alejandro Cohulan. Jordan Sunail Dole. Akburli Karim Abraham. Nicholas Anthony Dennis Eamon. Receiving the Dr. Maxwell J. Lipkind Memorial Scholarship, Balsam Salim Fathi. Yu Feng. Yuchan Gao. Sania Garwal. Endeep Kargil. Benjamin Joseph Hughes. Receiving the Canadian Academy of Periodontology Prize of Excellence, Kevin Rado Kalin. Arashdeep Kaur. Dalin Rex K. Tuba Khan. Receiving the James McCutcheon Honor Award, Yoonji Kim. Emily Catherine King. Brendan Lee. Kayla Lavalley. Receiving the Dr. James Zimmerman Scholarship, Summer Lisakowski. An Yi Ma. Justin Michael McMurray. Lucas Stewart Milne. Michael James Narot. Logan Tate Orr. Trent Riley Orth. Roy Raynard Pettit. Mohammed Hossein Solehiar. Akib Shirazi. Faraz Tavusi. Casey Huang Tang. Yiling Xu. Henry Jonathan Young. Jennifer Jo Yu. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of Professor Richard Fedorak and Professor Lisa Purdy, I present the following graduates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Medical Laboratory Science. A recipient of the H.B. Collier Memorial Gold Medal, Lillian Tian Li Feng with distinction.
This year's recipient of the H.B. Collier Memorial Gold Medal in Medical Laboratory Science is Lillian Feng. This award is presented annually to a student convocating from medical laboratory science on the basis of superior academic achievement. Lillian is graduating today with first-class standing, achieved each year of the Medical Laboratory Science program, and with distinction. Her dedication to academia has resulted in numerous awards, including the University of Alberta Academic Excellence Scholarship. She has demonstrated her commitment to campus and community engagement, completing over 6 years of volunteer service at the Misericordia Community Hospital. Upon graduation, Lillian hopes to work as a medical laboratory technologist while completing her Master of Science in as a pathologist assistant at the University of Alberta. Lillian, congratulations. Well done. Thank you very much.
Adeshua Adeliwa. Anika Bati. William Wilfred Chernoff with distinction. Christina Louise Crossy with distinction. Lena Wanlin Ding with distinction. Donna Lisa Findley. Hannah Darrell Forbes. Cristina Alejandro Guerrero. Rita Imtiaz Gill. Fiora Leslie Gray. Maria Gergis. David Lee. Wayne Lee with distinction. Recipient of the B. Motul Scholarship, Rachel Heather McKellar with distinction. Charlotte Frances Shannon McWilliams with distinction. Robert John Horencio Palencia. Eric Allen Querengesser with distinction. Recipient of the Medical Laboratory Science Research Scholarship, Shelby Jade Sissons. Bihan Su. Chelsea Ann Tampus. Diana Ziana Maria Thomas. Carly Joy Vanderscaff with distinction. Caitlin Jokyen Wu. Kanwu Kevin Yu. Nicole Andrea Yerkew with distinction. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of Professor Richard Fedorak and Professor Sharon Compton, I present the following graduates for the degree of Bachelor of Science Dental Hygiene Specialization. Caroline Sarah Bastien with distinction. Megan Kimberly Berto with distinction. Jamie Amanda Braybrook. Celine Renee Dinell, with distinction, also a recipient of the College of Registered Dental Hygienists of Alberta Gold Medal. Sarah L. Cantar, with distinction. Andrea Isabel Garcia, with distinction. Brooke Nicole Grattan, with distinction. Brett Nancy Hartfelder, with distinction. Karen Ho, with distinction. Keelan Holloway. Madison Lee Howie, with distinction. Ilona Veronica Kalazuk, with distinction. Caitlin Elizabeth Lautner. Kennedy Nicole Lane Lepchuk, with distinction. Maninder Kaur Loti. Tia Corey Jane Lowry. Michelle Jacqueline Maruziak. Amy Dawn Moore, with distinction. Recipient of the Alberta Dental Association and College Medal in Dental Hygiene, Brianne Laurie Moran, with distinction. Jessica Maria Music, with distinction. Kathleen Nguyen. Recipient of the Barbara Ann Zier Memorial Scholarship, Bronte Sloan Pelcha, with distinction. Caitlin Ashley Pretty. Christina Isabel Rojas, with distinction. Amy Lee Shagus, with distinction. Suraya Sumra. Diana Trong. Janet Lisa Wong. Stephanie Wu, with distinction. Aileen Tsao, with distinction. Jenny Zhu.
Eminent Chancellor, for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Radiation Therapy, Miranda Silken Bowler. Rebecca Lynn Dehek, with distinction. Devin James Grover, with distinction. Kennedy Page Holland, with distinction. Malcolm Shaka Larocque, with distinction. Ariel Amelia Letcher, with distinction. Brooklyn Jade Mazur. Christy Jane Go, with distinction. Sarah Cadence Sun with distinction. Elizabeth Thomas. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of Professor Neil Davies and Professor Heather Zwicker, I present the following graduates for degrees in the Faculty of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences and the Faculty of Graduate Studies and Research. Chaudhry Farhana Faruqi. Kathy Cheng Chia Tang. On behalf of Professor Neil Davies, I present the following graduates for degrees in the Faculty of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences. For the degree of Doctor of Pharmacy, recipient of the Alberta College of Pharmacists Gold Medal, Nicole Alexandria Murray with distinction.
Nicole Murray is this year's recipient of the Alberta College of Pharmacists Gold Medal, awarded by the Faculty of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences to the student from the graduating class with the highest academic standing. This award is annually donated by the Alberta College of Pharmacists to recognize excellence in pharmacy. Nicole has excelled throughout her university career, earning her countless awards, such as the Lois McKenney Post-Secondary Scholarship 3 years in a row. In the future, Nicole hopes to continue her passion for health promotion by becoming a preceptor and remaining engaged with health promotional activities and events in the community. Regardless of where her career path takes her, Nicole is driven to provide exceptional patient care and to utilize the full scope of pharmacy practice. Nicole, congratulations.
Benjamin Tyler Adams. Catherine Anna Babin with distinction. Gillian Margaret Bailey. Sophie Christine Baudouin Gabriel. Angel Betel. Christine Cecile Balthazar. Rosaline Anne Monia Boswell. Gillian Breen with distinction. Chad Michael Cole with distinction. Nicholas Patrick Corbett. Jordan Bradley Cox. Jenna Nadine Dursma with distinction. Jenny Edwards. Matthew George Fair with distinction. Ted Stanley Phil. Kathleen Teresa Fisher. Nicole Catherine Godet. Pavandeep Kaur Gill with distinction. Caitlin May Gillanders. Hiba Halaby. Andrew Joseph Jansen. Dimitro Kachenyuk with distinction. Anita Khan with distinction. Carlson Daniel Kennedy. Sahiba Kurana. Irene Kim with distinction. Ashton Laurel Nancy Lorraine Langevin. Roy Lee with distinction. Wayne Kakin Ma with distinction. Rostan Falu Bafanjo. Stephanie Grace Metzger with distinction. James Gerald Myers with distinction. Jasjot Kaur Nijar. Jack Novovich with distinction. Donnie Padmore. Long Kim Kwach with distinction. Larissa Lauren Russell with distinction. Omar Sadiq Sadiq with distinction. Salwa Said with distinction. Priya Rachel Samuel with distinction. Alexander Savin with distinction. Amanda Grace Shah with distinction. Anshil Rajesh Shah. Shaylin Brandy Lee Shapka. Robert Spencer Short with distinction. Caitlin Elizabeth Slattery with distinction. Amy Frances Spronk with distinction. Kayla Marie Stegmeyer. Ki Su with distinction. Mikhail Signy Sergeant with distinction. Spencer Ward Sidor. Huepo Tang with distinction. James Tao. Adam Mark Charles Ward with distinction. Alicia Nicole Wong with distinction. Terence Tehran Wong with distinction. Cindy Wu with distinction. Jessica Winnie Hashu. Mihye Yang with distinction. Crystal Yu with distinction. Kevin Charles Zaff. Grace Zhang with distinction. Sandy Zhang with distinction. Lisa Zhu with distinction. Sherry Zhu with distinction.
Eminent Chancellor, for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Pharmacy, Angela Raymond Anana. Alexandra Morgan Ray Bartman. Brooklyn Lee Bamey. Jason Douglas Bonnet. Anthony Chikit Chan. Mea Sikolak. Sarah Lynn Crouch. Keith Fung. Selena Marie Gabruk. Rima Gilday. Philip Ha. Ezekiel Tyrone Hartwig. Lisa Ho. Maria Teresa Espana Huzar. Vanessa Ivik. Jessica Maria Yuha. Calvin Lee. Lin Ya Lee. Jo Ran Lee. Winnie Lowe. Angelica Maribel Maldonado. Lauren Elizabeth Mark, with distinction. Chung Ki Peter Min. Morgan Alexander Muffet. Erin Lane Molcan. Troy Michael Mulhall. Micah Aaron Nakonechny. Lin Vo Phuong Nguyen. Diva Niaz. Chidobem Adana Okeke. Sin Young Jenny Park. Stephen Kwan. Lauren Beth Ross, with distinction. Joshua Craig Saby. Chandandeep Sangha. Laura Carmen Simonsmeyer, with distinction. Sean Elizabeth Starman. Adrian Eckert Strauss. Vivian Hoyun Tang. Dylan Joseph Van Dyke. Brittany Diane von Schilling. Brandon James Wagstaff. Deborah Xiuting Wong. Monica Wong. Augustina Tsi Ting Yun. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of Professor Richard Fedorak and Professor Sharon Compton, I present the following graduates for the Diploma in Dental Hygiene. Taylor Rochelle Adams. Megan Suzanne Baker. Tristan Shireen Bandura. Sarah Jane Broadhead. Georgia Amber Brunin Ahrens. Tessa Alexandra Cameron. Francine Fei Chung with distinction. Sarah Elizabeth Chow. Annalena Regina Krapko. Shazia Darcy with distinction. Woo! Nice. Melissa Dieppe with distinction. Selena Renee Ellingwood with distinction. Recipient of the Alberta Dental Association and College Graduation Scholarship in Dental Hygiene, and the College of Registered Dental Hygienists of Alberta Silver Scholarship in Dental Hygiene, Jamie Foisey with distinction. Samantha Grace Gilry with distinction. Melissa May Hiron. Christina Arlette Hlushek. Dana Faith Mabel Irvine. Rabia Saeed Khan. Aviva Joyanne Kirkpatrick with distinction. Brooke Madison Lineker. Amber Karina Lundberg with distinction. Amy Nadine Meister. Jules Luan Metcalf. Jessie Yim Nguyen with distinction. Michaela Kathleen Ostland with distinction. Christina Paul. Alora Jean Pedersen. Samiha Farhin Raman, with distinction. Lindsay Jean Eileen Riggi. Megan Michelle Rolfe, with distinction. Breton Patricia Schmidt. Kayla Michelle Shannon, with distinction. Joanna Lee Tran, with distinction. Lisa Nung Tran, with distinction. Christina Dallas Westerhag, with distinction. Chantel Wong. And Daniel Wong, with distinction.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculties, I present to you the remaining scholars whose names appear in the Convocation program, but who are not able to be in attendance. I will now ask, it's a tradition that the medical program and the dental program ask their graduates to recite an oath, and I'll start with the medical program. I ask the graduates of the Doctor of Medicine degree to please stand. And you should have your oath with you. For the audience's sake, I'll read along, but I anticipate that you're saying the oath with me. Eminent Chancellor and President, I present to you the graduates of the Doctor of Medicine degree and ask them to declare their graduation oath. I do hereby swear this oath before my friends, colleagues, and family. I will endeavor to provide the highest quality of care for my patients. I will provide information enabling my patients to make decisions and recognize their right to accept or refuse medical treatment according to their own values. I will never exploit my relationship with my patients and their families, and I will treat them with dignity and respect. I will protect the privacy of my patients. I will interact in a considerate manner with the others providing patient care. I will not tolerate discrimination. I will not engage in medical care which I feel is unethical. I will henceforth remain a student that I may expand and refine my knowledge, skills, and attitudes. I will recognize my limitations and seek aid when my expertise falls short of my patient's needs. Please be seated.
I ask that the graduates for the Doctor of Dental Surgery, Dental Hygiene degree, and Dental Hygiene diploma please stand. Eminent Chancellor and President, I present to you the graduates of the Doctor of Dental Surgery and Dental Hygiene programs and ask them to declare the graduation oath. This oath I take upon my honor, having admitted to the professions of dentistry or dental hygiene before this assembly in accordance with the tradition of Hippocrates. I will use my professional knowledge and skills in service to human health by promoting health and healing and reducing suffering to enhance the well-being of those entrusted to my professional care. Acting responsibly to gain understanding of patients' needs, maintain ethical confidentiality, and provide respectful and informed counsel and care. Willingly sharing the art and science of my profession, supported by a commitment to lifelong professional learning, committing myself to the development of my professional skills to the perpetual objective of providing excellence of service to patients. Honoring these tenets associated with my profession. Please be seated.
Well, graduates, you've made it. You are now officially on the other side. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2018. And now, graduates, it's your turn. I'm going to ask you to stand up and turn around and get everyone's attention. Let's give the people who have supported you through all of this, your parents and siblings, your grandparents, your spouses, children, and friends, stand up and give them a huge round of applause. Today is a truly proud moment for each of them and for the University of Alberta. In total, over the next few weeks, we will graduate a total of 6,713 students from the U of A. Now that I've got you all back with us, it's time to turn our attention to the final part of today's ceremony. Before you are formally welcomed into the University of Alberta Alumni Association, I invite you to watch the screens for the presentation of a special video montage. The song that accompanies the video, Je te retrouve, or I Remember You, was commissioned by Campus Saint-Jean in 2008 in honor of the University of Alberta centenary. It captures the hopefulness and potential of days spent at the university and hopefully sparks your own memories of your years here. The song is also a display of many U of A talents. It was composed by Professor Emeritus Dr. Franz Lavassier-Ouimet and arranged by U of A alumnus Dr. Alan Bevan. The recording is performed by Chorale Saint-Jean under the direction of Laurier Fagnan. Please enjoy.
Thank you.
Eminent Chancellor, thank you. To the 2018 graduating class, congratulations and welcome. My name is Ayaz Banji, and I graduated from the University of Alberta in 1991. It is my honor to congratulate you on becoming a University of Alberta alumnus and to officially welcome you into our alumni family. You are joining a proud and inspired group of graduates committed to each other's success and committed to building the University of Alberta into one of the world's great universities for the public good. I call upon you to stay connected with each other, with other alumni, and with your university throughout your lifetime. We will be there for you, for each other, and for our university. I also call upon you to go out from this place and to be inspired by the promise and challenge of our alumni to do great things. Our alumni have done many great things in the past. Now it is your turn. Great things are actions, big and small. They can take place anywhere, anytime. They support other alumni, the university, and our society, and they come from using the knowledge and talents you have gained here for the betterment of yourselves and others. Congratulations and best wishes in all your future endeavors. And now, please turn your attention to the screen.
No matter what your story, where you came from, what it took to get here, at this place, you were welcomed. You became part of our family. At this place, you inherited a spirit of innovation, of action, of coming together to uplift the whole people. Our school and our spirit have grown, but we still learn, innovate, lead, solve problems, take action. We raise up our communities, and we help others succeed. We are University of Alberta alumni, and for more than a century, we have come together and carved a new trail for those who follow. Together, we are stronger. Together, we shine brighter. Together, from this place into the world. Together, we have and we will do great things.
In closing, I would like to offer a few words of thanks. Dr. David Naylor, thank you once again for sharing your story and your wisdom with our university family. You are an inspiring example of leadership, service, and accomplishment, and in accepting this honorary degree, you bring great honor to the University of Alberta. I also wish to thank our talented vocalist, Ms. Elise Noyes, and our outstanding Convocation band under the direction of Dr. Thomas Dust. And I wish to acknowledge the hard work of the staff of the Office of the Registrar for their organization of today's Convocation. I'm pleased to invite everyone to join us in the main floor and the first balcony lobbies for refreshments and conversation. Finally, to our graduates, congratulations for all that you have accomplished leading up to the conferral of your degree. Today is an important milestone in a journey of lifelong learning. Your education here will open new horizons for you and for our entire community. Wherever your dreams may take you, I invite you to remain close to your alma mater, the University of Alberta. One final thought. As you contemplate your future, I encourage you to remember that of all the things that you may do, of all the successes that you may achieve, nothing is more important than the kindness you show to others. Congratulations.
His honor